Today's Ask Griffin Lobster is brought to you by Odinos. That's right, Odinos. The delicious, nutritious way to start your spectastic day. Even this guy likes them. Odinos. They most certainly are not dirt. And introducing chocolate Odinos. Made with real
fudge!
Everybody, happy unofficial St. Patrick's Day for those of you who celebrate that. It's 2:30 in the morning, so I'm going to answer some questions because I have insomnia. Alright, let's start this thing up. Alright, Normarak asks, have you thought about growing a mustache? I have, and I've tried, and I've failed. I just can't. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I can, but it's the kind of mustache that you would make fun of for a kid in junior high trying to have. It's like just fuzz, and it looks pretty bad. Of course, one could make the case that the rest of my facial hair is not good either. But let me assure you, the mustache would be the cherry on top of that crap sundae. All right. Enigmatic Repose asks, what question number is this? If you don't count No First Really Put It, and if you only count one of Dark-Minded Sith's many questions, that is the 110th question. Yes, I did actually go back and count. Was it worth the time that I put in to find out what exact number of question is? Kinda, because I kind of pwned your question. So there you go. Blood Ocean 07 asks, next LP, what's your favorite major? I don't have a clue what my next LP is going to be. I haven't even thought about it yet. I'm going to stick to Mario Galaxy for now. Of course, he asked that when I was still doing Psychonauts, so to answer that question, Super Mario Galaxy. What's your major? It's English. Michael Bluth 10, I like that name. Michael Bluth 10 asks, favorite band / musical acts? I think I've already answered this question a long time ago. Probably when Ben Folds comes to mind. I really like Ben Folds. My music tastes are always changing. Like I'll binge on one artist for a while, and then I'll get tired of that and move on to another thing. I mean, sometimes I'm in the mood for Weird Al, sometimes in the mood for, Radiohead. It really is all over the place. So, although, I guess I'm just gonna say Ben Folds. I think that's what I said last time. All right. Acid Nightmare. 2 T's. Acid Nightmare asks, where did you grow up / spend the most time when you were younger? I grew up and spent the most time when I was younger in Morton, Illinois. It is a small suburb of Peoria, Illinois. Don't really live there most of the time now, except during the summer. It's my parents' house now. So, I mean, hey, you want to visit? Come on by. We're the pumpkin capital of the world. That's really what we are. That's our claim to fame. So, there you go. If that's your kind of thing. A Coincidence asks, how long do you think it will take to answer all these questions? Well, that was asked 10 months ago, so more than 10 months. Seriously, dude, I know this person. Seriously, Brian, you'll probably be back by then. By the time I'm done. Okay, I'm seeing a big crazy know what this is all about. I'm just going to go up. RockerMac5 asks, why do you have a frame of hair around your face? I mean, with all due respect, look, is working for you, but why only shave the stash? Said previously, the stash looks terrible. I have a frame around my face. Because, picture-perfect things belong in a frame. So, wow, that's a pretty egotistical answer. I'm going to skip whatever Ben said. You can go back and look if you want. Ed Peterson 1 asks, why does Mario always use his head to break blocks? Well, he's kind of always done that. He might be retarded. I don't know. That's okay if he was. The more I play the Mario franchise, the more I probably think that's the case. I couldn't answer that properly. You have to ask him yourself. Probably just because whenever he's a pretty down-to-earth guy. He's not going to try to come up with a fancy way. He never really holds weapons. So, when in doubt, just bang your head against something. That'll take care of the problem. Metallic219 asks, "How are you so awesome?" I think I actually already answered this question. Somebody else asked the same thing, but like I said to them, it kind of comes naturally, and also that you should ask my parents because they had a fairly large hand in making me awesome. Um, Bahamut24 asks, "How long did it take you to grow that epic beard, man?" Winky face. Um, Appreciate the wink face. It makes me feel special. Um, how long did it take? Well, it took I don't know, a couple it could be a couple months, maybe 3 months at first, and that was when I was still starting to grow a beard. And now, like I bet if I shaved it off, it would take less amount of time because now my face is more accustomed to having hair on it. Um, and it didn't look good for a while. I'd say it took a solid 5 months before it started filling in appropriately. Okay. Blue Blazing Demon asks, "What is your favorite Rare game that has been released after Rare moved to Microsoft?" Awesome idea, Griffin, and don't worry about your FAQ will be different than Sith's. Um, yes, it will be because it'll take me way longer. Um, my favorite Rare game that's been released after Rare moved to Microsoft, um, unless you're allowed to count Banjo-Kazooie released for Xbox Live, which I'm pretty sure you can't, then it would be Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Only played a little bit of Cameo. I only dabbled in Viva Pinata, and I heard Perfect Dark Zero was pretty terrible. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I never got it. I only played it once, and I wasn't impressed. But I liked, for what it's worth, I liked Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Um, okay. Chad Finnegan 99 asks, "Make more Griffin Spack Kirby Superstar Plus from your Fendon Chad Finnegan." Goodness gracious. It's not even a question. Well, we already finished Chad Finnegan 99, so hope you enjoyed it. Spartan24775 asks, "Which LP that all of your friends did was the best?" Whew. That's hard to say. I don't really want to pick favorites. He's saying, for example, Exits Tyler's DK64 or Sith's Banjo. All my friends, I have like a lot more online friends than I did then, and I kind of don't want to pick one. I don't like picking favorites really. They each have different things that they add to their LPs. Like Odin is pretty calm, but then he has like little sayings and quips that he makes, and occasionally he'll break out of his character, and it's even funnier when he does that. Exit Tyler, when he was still around, he swore a lot, and that was fun. Dark-minded Sith, he has his quirky sense of humor. I guess I might be tempted to say Ben's Dark-minded Sith, sorry, most recent LPs have been just like really good because they're kind of like, especially Leaf Green, because it's barely even LP anymore. It's like little different ways to approach it at each episode, and but I don't really want to pick, so sorry. All right. Gluestick 1986 asks, "What's the most extreme/craziest/riskiest thing you've ever done? For example, skydiving, bungee jumping, watching a PG-13 movie at age 12." Riskiest thing I've ever done. Craziest, extreme. I know it's going to sound lame, but probably one of the largest adrenaline rushes I can remember was doing like wave runners for the first time. I know that's pretty commonplace. It's not like I didn't know. I haven't ever skydived before. I'd probably just leave a yellow stream behind me as I fell of urine. If you don't get that. Yeah, I haven't done much extreme stuff. I've led a pretty sheltered life, but I did feel after I did like wave runners or jet skis, some people call them. I was out in the ocean, so there's no. I mean, I was safe all the time doing it, but I really felt the adrenaline pumping through my veins after that. So that was a good question, though. I just don't have a good answer. All right, Sonic Man 27 asks, "Do you think the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was ruined the whole Banjo series because of the vehicles and not being a platformer?" Personally, I love the games, as you saw on my list. Big-eyed tongue face. No, I would have maybe preferred for it to be a straight-up platformer, but I'm not gonna diss Rare for trying to do something else with their franchise. the art direction was a little weird. Like the characters look blocky, and I thought that was kind of weird. But for the most part, I liked the game. It was just wasn't a game that I was motivated to finish. I think if it was just a straight up platformer, I would have been more motivated to finish. I think I only got 30 something jiggies before I decided that I was done. And it's a shame. I do want to go back eventually and play the rest of the game, and spending, considering how much time that I just spent screwing around in the warehouse, you can just spend so much time in that game. So yeah. Um. Okay. I think that's all that I have that I can do right now. I could be wrong. Whatever. So I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And have a happy, unofficial St. Patrick's Day. Be safe. All right. I'll catch you.